Hey everyone, and welcome to this video where we are going to be talking about meditation. I am so excited to share this with you today because a lot of people say meditation's not for me, or I know everything about meditation, and they don't realize how powerful of a tool it is because they overlook it. Oh, everybody else meditates, I don't have to do that. That's not for me. It doesn't work, right? And they think they're like some greater huge thing, and it doesn't work for them, or they put themselves so low that it's like, yeah, that works for everybody else but not for me because I'm a victim and my life sucks, right? So hard, I just can't do it. I got 5 kids and I got this thing, and they just can give you every excuse in the book of why this tool specifically will not work for them, right? And I want you to understand that this is one of the most powerful tools that you will ever use, because it is one of the only tools that I know of, at least, that literally works on your mind. Okay, so you literally gotta focus on your mind. Okay, your mind. So body, mind, soul. Body, what is that? Yeah, body, mind, soul, right? Anybody who understands life, you understand there's these 3 principles. You have your body, you have your mind, you have your soul. Okay, this is one of the only tools that works on all of those things. You have your physical side of things. It literally helps your body heal, right? It literally can help your body regulate itself, clear out certain things, just relax and let your body do what it was built to do, because we program our body to not do what it was built to do. We put chemicals in it, right? We store these emotions and we don't let things go. We don't cry, we don't release, we hold on to things, right? We hold that grudge, right? And we hold on to all these things that hurt our body. When you go into a state of meditation, you're literally leaving, essentially, you're not leaving the body, but you're leaving the body, right? And you're not focusing on it, and you're letting your body do what it needs to do, right? So that's a beautiful thing, right? On the other side of that, you have the mental part, right? You have the mental part where your mind is normally all day long chaos, chatter. There's so much mind chatter going on all day, every day, right? It's so overwhelming. What do I have to do? What's next? Making decisions, X, Y, Z. When you're in meditation, you're not making 20 decisions. You learn to focus. The reason, this is actually really cool, I personally did not care for the spiritual things. I didn't care for the woo things. Not that they're bad, just didn't care for them when I first started my personal development journey. So I only did things, I didn't care about my body either. I only did things that made me better in business, right? So when I heard that you could use meditation as a form to learn to focus, because I understand that, how do you focus? If somebody says, I'm struggling with focus, what do I do? The answer to that is you cut distractions. You get good at saying no to distractions. It's not that you get good at being like, focus, 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 focus. No, you get good at being like, focus, distraction, no, distraction, no, distraction, no. And so when you learn to do that, it settles your mind. Your mind calms down, it can focus, and it can make a decision. So when I learned that, of course I was like, I want to be smart in business. Sign me up for meditation. Some people meditate for spiritual reasons. Some people meditate for physical reasons. I meditated first and foremost for my brain, for my mind, right? And then, so that would be, we have physical, right? We have the mind. And then you also have the spiritual side of meditation. This is a beautiful thing as well, because this is where you tap into higher knowledge, intuitive action steps. This is where you become something greater than your human self. You start to see what's your life purpose, right? So people who are looking for clarity on what are my next action steps, or what's my life purpose? What am I going to do, right? How am I going to help people, right? Or you're seeking other answers for spiritual reasons, right? This is a beautiful tool for you. So meditation can be a really, really amazing thing for you. Once again, it's one of the only tools that aligns your body, your mind, and your soul. Okay, so how do you do this? There's so many ways to do this. So I'm going to share really simple steps with you guys, okay? First thing you got to do, find a quiet space. Find a space that's not going to be a distraction. Super simple, right? In that space, some things that I like to do is what is this called? Earphones, headphones. I like to have headphones because when you have headphones, you are less likely to hear everything else going on outside of you. So if you have people that live with you in your house, I got a hubby, I got kids, right? They're all there. Put your headphones in, okay? Step number 2. So first, step number 1, find a quiet place. Step number 2, and by the way, find a quiet place, use headphones if you need to make the space quiet. Step number 2, get comfortable. This means if you like to have like a nice warm blanket on you, do that. Some people like to sit down on the floor. Some people like to lay down. Some people like to, I wouldn't say stand up, what is that called? Like there's like meditation pillows. They like to sit on the meditation pillow, right? So and some people really do stand. That's totally cool. So you can do whatever you want. I've meditated while walking before because it really just, I wasn't trying to, it just happened. And then I was like, well, that's cool, right? And so you can meditate however is comfortable for you, right? So step number 1, find a quiet space. Step number 2, get comfortable. And then step number 3, pick the type of meditation you're gonna do. So there's a lot of different types, right? There's the type where it's like, we are gonna focus on me, like I'm gonna lead myself. I'm not gonna listen to anything else. I'm gonna like maybe listen to some background vibrational music or some beta, like sound waves, like there's just different types of sound waves you can listen to. And so maybe I'm gonna do that, right? And I'm just gonna focus on just being, and I'm just gonna tap into my body and my soul and my mind, right? And that's what I'm gonna do. Then there's the other type, which is like a visualization type of meditation, where it's a meditation, but it walks you through an experience. Someone else is leading you through this experience so that you can get this kind of result, right? There's meditations to just raise your vibrations, and it's just talking. Like I love light language meditations. It's another language. I don't even understand it, but I love just sitting there and just being in that moment. So it doesn't matter what type you pick. And yes, there are different types for different things. You want to manifest something, visualizations work really beautiful and great. And trying to release something or go to the next level of knowledge, or I don't want to say infinite knowledge, but you're trying to hit the next level of consciousness, right? So you can make really awesome decisions and do these things. Just focusing on you is a beautiful thing. You want to meditate on your body because you're trying to heal something in your body. Okay, cool. Then you got to get out of your body to do that. So what do? You meditate and you kind of like let go of all the expectations that you put on your body and yourself, right? So there's a lot of different types that you can do this. I'm going to share with you just in a simple step. When you get to step 3, which is pick your meditation, my favorite one is to do yourself. Well, this is where you just meditate by yourself. So for me, that's put headphones in, put on vibrational music in the background, and then I like to set a timer. I always set a timer because if I'm doing my self meditation, sometimes it'll be 5 minutes and I'll feel like it's been 30, or sometimes it'll be 30 and I feel like it's 5. So I set a timer so I don't have to think I have to be done by this time to do my appointment, or oh my gosh, I have to go pick up my kids at this time, or whatever it might be, right? So I set a timer that's an hour long. You could do 30 minutes or whatever, but you could set a timer for an hour long. And if you finish before then, that's totally fine, right? If you want to keep yourself in meditative state, you finish and then you go, okay, we're still going. Let's keep going. And you practice up to being able to do it for a long time, right? But my favorite meditations are the ones that you do by yourself. You set a timer, you literally go in that quiet space, you set your own timer. And then the first step is you're just going to silence your mind. You're going to silence your mind. You're going to turn everything else off. And you're just going to hear the music or whatever's happening around you. You're going to feel your body, right? And you're just going to be with you right now. Nothing else in the world matters but this with you right now, right? So silence your mind. Then you're going to relax your body, right? Like let go of all the tension. Most of the visual guided meditations have you do this at the beginning. They literally have you like relax your head and your eyes and your jaw. Relax your neck and your shoulders and your arms. Relax your chest and your back, right? They walk you through this process. And guys, when I first started, I didn't do my own meditations. I did any visual meditation that I felt called to. If I liked the person's voice and I liked the story they were sharing or the journey they were taking me on, better yet, I loved it, right? So when you're in your own meditation, yes, you're gonna do that yourself because there's nobody telling you to do it. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna silence your mind, you're gonna relax your body, right? And then the thing that works the best for me and is the most powerful is focusing on all of my chakra points and aligning them. So I'll start at the bottom and the base and the root, and I'll just start like kind of like swirling my chakra points, and I'll do all of them, and I'll just imagine them all with like these bright colors, just like kind of clearing up, right? You can connect to earth, do this, boom, connect up to the sun or the moon or the sky or whatever you want to, right? And then you bring it back down, right? And you feel in your body. And then once you get to that point, you're basically free to do whatever you want. Sometimes it's like, okay, what do I need to do to manifest that next big thing? Sometimes it's like, okay, just tell me whatever I need to hear. Like let myself, like my higher self, my soul, my like higher self is the best way to put that. My higher self, what does she want to share with me right now, right? What am I needing to learn? And then you'll feel it. Like sometimes you'll get a pain in your body. You're like, ooh, what's that? And you'll focus on that. Remember, this is about focus. You'll focus on that part of your body. And then maybe you'll be like, okay, cool. Oh, that would be a really great business idea. So you lean into that and you play with that, like, oh, that would be a really cool event. We should do this and this and this at it, right? And the goal is you don't guide it. You just let it kind of go where it's going. Like you focus on wherever it's going, and then you find answers that way, right? And then there's sometimes where you really want to focus on one thing and you just focus. But either way, you're focusing. You're not paying attention to what's going on in the world. You're not focusing on that client I forgot to send an invoice to, or that course I got to hurry and wrap up, or this thing over here. Like you're not thinking about any of those things. You're literally just being in the moment with yourself, right? So that is my favorite part. So step 3, pick a meditation and go. That's my favorite way to meditate. Equally, you could start with a guided meditation. This is easy because all you got to do is find one on YouTube or any other playlist, like app, right? And you just put one on and you go. There's also meditations you can buy. I've bought many meditations from like Dr. Joe Dispenza and other people that are like in my circles that create their own meditations. It's beautiful. And so you can buy meditations, right? And so you decide, step 1, find a quiet space. Step 2, get comfortable. Step 3, pick a meditation and go. And then step 4, journal. Journal. I can't tell you how important this is because you're going to have this. You're going to feel it. It's going to be really real. But then, next week you're going to discredit it. You're going to say that wasn't real. It didn't really happen. Yes, it did. If you journal it, you're more likely to remember it, 1. And 2, you're likely to be like, oh yeah, I actually remember how that felt. It must have been real. Right? And now you're going to give this thing credit for being helpful, right? And I will be honest, you guys, I have clients that hate meditating. I have clients that like do not want to meditate. So instead of calling it meditation, I literally have told them, cool, I want you to sit in silence for 30 minutes every single day. Calm your mind, calm your body, sit there. Sit there. You're not working. They're like, can I be driving? No, you cannot be driving. Sit in a quiet space for 30 minutes every single day. And they're like, I don't get it. We're just calming your mind. Not a big deal, right? It works though. And then like a month later, they're like, oh, I know what you were doing. You were having me meditate, weren't you? Yeah. Because they start to get all these great ideas and like, oh, this, at first it's like nothing came to me. I sat there for 30 minutes. It was horrible, right? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, then I had this idea and then this thing happened and then I had this realization and wow, like, and they start to have the benefits of meditating, which once again, there's physical, there's spiritual, and there's mental benefits of meditating. You can go look them all up, but there's a ton. Instead of selling somebody on that and all the random benefits, because there's hundreds of benefits of meditating, right? What you get to do is let them experience it. Get them to do it every single day, have their own experience, journal it out after so they remember why it worked for them. And if somebody tells you meditation doesn't work for them, or you yourself say, meditation doesn't work though, Elisa, I highly recommend you actually try it for at least 21 days. If you meditate for 21 days and don't have a result, I would be shocked. Okay, I would be completely shocked. But people try it for 1 or 2 days and say, oh, it doesn't work for me. Yes, it does. It works. And if you are the kind of person who is going to discredit tools that actually are very, very high in terms of it gets a result here, it gets a result here, and it gets a result here, and you're going to discredit this, that means you're going to have clients who go, I don't need to meditate. And you're going to go, you know what, girl, me too. Me too. And you could be passing up a tool that's beneficial for them. So do not tell somebody meditation they don't have to meditate or doesn't work for them. You don't have to force them to. There's lots of good tools. Equally though, I want you to understand that meditation is a very powerful tool for your mental, your physical, and your physical. So I love you. Go practice your meditation and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.